Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at SoundHound AI. It is time for another update, and on the long time frame we have been tracking this idea of a 1, 2, 3 and a fourth and then a fifth wave still to follow to the upside. Now within this wave 4 there is really no confirmation that we actually bottomed, and I am very much open for a reset within it, and we do have the support zone between the $12.8 level all the way down to the $4.4 level for a high probability area for a reversal in the fifth wave to the upside. And previously I provided you this resistance area in yellow that would really track an interpretation where we are looking for a reset within this wave 4, where we had an A wave down, a B wave up that now actually reset, and then a C wave still to follow and build the larger correction in the wave 4. Now it is a wave 4 and technically those could develop as triangles, so we could also see some more development in a sideways manner, but I am also watching out for this interpretation as well. And since the previous video, when I provided you actually the idea that we could have topped here within this wave B in yellow, I also provided you a resistance area for wave 2, where with a high likelihood, as long as we stayed below it, we could have looked for direct continuation in the downside in a third wave of the wave C. Now we actually managed to break that resistance area, so we can remove it safely from the chart, and also this interpretation for the wave C, we could put that sideways, but we pushed directly into resistance where we got rejected quite severely actually. Now it isn't a very large move, technically it could still push higher, it could still manage to get ahead, but right now we have reached the last level of resistance and we got rejected, and we could again be in the C wave to the downside. Now since on this chart we are actually tracking a pretty choppy structure, it could really be a diagonal structure that is developing within this larger 5-wave move. We really need to be open to interpretations within this wave A that could be developing within the fifth wave to the upside, in the case that here we could have bottomed in the wave 4 and we could be in the fifth wave. So we have to be really open and allow the chart to have closer retracements where possible reversals directly into the fifth wave are a thing that could realistically happen. Now since we pushed higher, I will have to reset this A wave top, and technically I could maybe even consider this in some ways a 5-wave move. Not very likely, to be honest. I don't really like this structure at all, and it's not something I would necessarily seek to trade. But for now, for those of you who really are interested, we have this updated area of support for a wave B, which is pretty much in line actually with the first few levels of support for the larger wave 4. So now in that case, it isn't necessarily a very bad area to entry, especially if you look at it from the perspective the perspective that, okay, you have completed this movement and you started a larger correction. Many of you might like to actually get the opportunity to buy at these levels where we just reached the larger support zone for wave 4, and in many cases I'm sure people do, but in this case it goes from the $12.8 level down to all the way at the $8 level at the 78.6% retracement. And as long as we hold that level, we can, with at least an acceptable, let's say, I don't know if it's necessarily acceptable for me personally, but for some people might be, it could be an option, an opportunity to enter in this wave B and trade for the C wave to the upside, which could develop in a more preferable structure. Now I really don't have much to add in terms of the shorter time frame here. For the wave C in yellow, it is still a very real threat that this could develop. Overall, this does have very much a wave B look in structure. Even an A wave, I would normally expect a little bit more clarity within it. Now if we manage to push directly higher and yet not even reset here within the wave B, where we could still technically continue this A wave to the upside, I would maybe although even in this case I would have actually liked to form a better structure in this area. Let's see, what could we even offer in this area? So this could be a wave 1, this could be a wave 2, then this technically could be a wave 3, but the structure doesn't really back up that interpretation. Maybe if I look at this as a 1, 2, 3, 4th, and the 5th, this could be an ABC structure, fine. But yeah, this is actually a very low quality setup, but I will draw it for a moment for those of you who are interested in such an idea to get a glimpse at it. But I really wouldn't, it's really not something I would chase. And yeah, the support zone would be between the $16 level down to the $12 level at the 61.8% retracement. And here we have this level of structural support. If we break that, it would be a pretty good indication that, yeah, this blue support zone for the blue interpretation of a 1, 2, 3, 4th, 5th within the A wave would most likely not work out. But again, not something I would personally chase. And for now, these are the levels. This is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover, and I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.